Guys, welcome to the third update on the build series for the Tamiya Grand Hauler. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt, so thank you for stopping by, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications if you want to stay tuned with this rig. So for a start, it's been quite a bit harder than I thought it was going to be, and maybe that's just me, or it's because I haven't done a Tamiya kit before, but I guess I'm used to instruction manuals being a little bit different, probably having a little bit less going on the pages, but once I got the hang of it, I had no trouble whatsoever. So first thing I'm going to say is this is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I didn't actually see the chassis rails in the box when I did the unboxing. Bit of an obvious thing to miss, right? But yeah, I do absolutely love the size. And it's coming together really nice. Now it wasn't the easiest start, if I'm honest. So the first thing you have to do is get your servos all centered, which was no problem. And then the first part in the book, I found out to then pretty much make your own servo horn. But with it being Tamiya, and I guess this being quite an old design, the servo horns that come in this, well, the servo horns that you make from this kit are only going to work on a comms servos. So if you're running anything else other than them, then you're going to have to get your own servo horns. No problem, it's just obviously I didn't know that, so I have kind of just bodged something together for now, just use some plastic ones that I had lying around. But just bear in mind, if you are, well, you're probably going to have to get yourself some servo horns just to remove any issues that you're going to have. And the rest was pretty much straightforward. I've come across a few complications. So, with regards to the bumper stoppers, you do need to make sure you've got yourself some glue. Now, I didn't realise I'd need this so quick, so that is my own fault. Make sure you do read the beginning of the manual. It tells you everything you do need for the truck. But you need like a rubber cement. So I didn't have any. I used some Gorilla Glue, and it's worked out fine. There is a bit of white residue like you get from super glue, but I'm going to wipe them down later. I'm just letting them completely dry. And to be honest, I'm not going to see it anyway, but I would just bear that in mind. My biggest surprise, to be honest with this, is how much space you're going to actually have to need to build it. So I'm used to, say, picking up bag A, utilising the whole of bag A and then moving on to bag B. So you still do that in this case, but you will use bag A and then you will be using every parts tree as you go along the way, which is no problem. But there's a lot of parts trees. There's a heck of a lot of parts on this, so you're just going to have some space, and it's going to be much better, to be honest, if you space out all your trees along the way, so you don't have to keep looking for which tree is F and which one is G. So preparation is key at the beginning of this. I'd get all your parts trees laid out. I'd open your parts bag into a little tub like I have, and I'd just go from there. Like I said, being my first Tamiya kit, wasn't really too sure of what to expect. It's the hardest kit I've done, but it's not too difficult. I suppose that just reflects on how much more complex these are to build than crawlers. But it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, we have the steering servo now installed and the transmission servo. I do need to get the servo horns like I've just mentioned. The shocks, or the dampeners, sorry, are now made up. There's 6 of them. So there's 2 on the front, of course, and then the other 4 will be going to the rear. So as soon as I started building this as well, it became clear why you absolutely 100% need some decent drivers to do this with. If you're going to use normal Phillips ones, I really do think you're going to struggle, and you will certainly round things off. Back to here, we've got the whole chassis section is done, and this is all covered in A. And pretty much when I was doing it, I just put my screws in halfway, got the whole thing put together, and then I tightened everything up at once, so it's all gone on nice and straight. The other thing I would say is that on these sections which hold in your servos, they have like a groove where I think the older comm servos would like sit within, which is fine if you're using them, but if you're not, you're going to have to actually Dremel off or file the grooves on that part, otherwise your servos aren't going to sit flush. It's no problem, again, just something I wasn't too expecting, so maybe you want to have some sandpaper or a Dremel or some kind of tool to do that with. This part has taken a couple of hours, but it's been a lot of fun. So, like I said, get yourself a big workspace where you can work where you're not going to be interrupted. Maybe if you can, somewhere where you can leave half your stuff out, because I think it'd just be a pain if you have to keep putting everything back once you've organised it. But there we go. No complaints, nothing's broke, everything's been in the bag, nothing's been missing. There we are, update 3 for the build series for the Tamiya Grand Hauler. I hope you enjoy, and if you haven't, like I said earlier, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you soon on the 4th update for the Tamiya Grand Hauler.